Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Today I'm going to be making a Ger onesie. For people who have been following me for a while now, you have probably noticed that I pretty much live in pyjamas and my dressing gown. So having something really cozy is something that I'm always going to strive for. It is currently stupidly cold. I am freezing. This is why it's taken me a while to actually make this video, because I've basically been hibernating on the couch all wrapped up. Does this mean that I'm going to be doing this entire video with a hot water bottle strapped to me? Yes, it does. I'd been thinking about a design for a onesie for a while, and one thing kept coming back to me. The dog costume that Ger wears in Invader Zim. For those of you who don't know what Invader Zim is, it's a cartoon that was created by Joan and Vasquez, and it was on Nickelodeon in the early 2000s. It's about an alien who nobody likes. And he has got a little robot called Ger that was cobbled together basically out of spare parts. Again, because nobody likes him and they just wanted to get rid of him. He's on a mission to invade Earth, and he was sent to Earth basically because it was the furthest planet away. And it follows his journey in trying to invade Earth, while there's other characters like Dib, for example, who is really into aliens and conspiracies and stuff like that, and he seems to be the only one who realizes that Zim is an alien. And he keeps trying to point it out to people, and everyone's just like, oh, shut up. I'm probably explaining it very badly, but it is great. It is really funny. The jokes are definitely aimed at more of an adult audience, although I think kids probably could watch it. I think some of the jokes would probably just go over their heads. Anyway, Ger is my favourite character. He's just hilarious. He's the best thing that anybody has ever come up with in my mind. I have got a tattoo of him. You've probably noticed if you've seen any of my videos from the summer. I've got a Ger tattoo on my chest here, as well as Minnie Moose and Piggy. The tattoo that I've got in the underboob area that's difficult for me to show you without getting penalised by YouTube. The middle bit of that is the tallest logo from Invader Zim, so yeah, I really like it. When Zim and Ger come to Earth, they have to come up with a disguise. The disguises aren't very good. They're both green. It's pretty obvious that they're aliens. Ger's disguise is a dog onesie, and I have to make it. I've looked at loads of reference images, try and work out how I'm going to put this together as a working onesie. And I'm thinking my best bet is going to be to do the body like a normal onesie, just with black arms and legs. Do a really big oversized hood that can come down over my head, kind of like the one that I did for the cape video. And then do the big eyes and the nose and tongue and stuff, like on the bit that will be covering my face. And then for the zip, because it is a massive chunky zip, which I don't even know if I'd be able to buy anything that chunky and have it still working. So I'm going to use just a normal zip, and I'm going to use some grey fabric and have it as like a placket going across, and then pop her down, and then do like black wool to do a zip, like a cartoon zip pattern going up it. I think that's going to be the best way to go. Okay, so this is what I am working with for the body. I've got a front and a back piece, and I have attached a copy of my shorts block to the bottom of them. I have shortened it a little bit after trying on the mock-up, and it was just a little bit too long in the torso. These parts are going to be in the green, and the hood is also going to be in the green. This is the hood that came with the hoodie pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this bit the same so that it fits and everything, and then just make this a lot bigger so that it will fit right over my head. What I'll probably do as well, because thinking about the shape, I might make it one of those hoods where it's got like two sides like this and then a strip in the middle. Basically have it coming from like a point and then like widening, so that'll give me like the width that I want, and still manage to keep it fit in there. Just because I find that the hoods where it's just two pieces like this look a little bit triangular, and I don't want that for this. I want it to be more kind of head shaped. Got two leg pieces, they're going to be in black. I've got a little foot piece. What I did was I printed out a pattern for some slippers, and then the back part is attached to the back leg, and then this bit's going to be put on the front of it. And then I got some very cheap slippers, and what I'm going to do is take off this bottom piece and put that on the bottom, so that way they've got like slippers built in. I think that would be really, really fun. And then for the sleeves, they have got like a little mitt on the bottom, and there's another mitt piece that goes there, and then this bit will get sewn together, and then I'll be able to either have it like probably use a button to pin it like that when I don't want it to have mittens, but then when it's really, really cold I can flip that back and have little mittens built into it. I think that's going to be really cute. So yeah, that's going to be in black. Right, I'm gonna have to piece the sleeves, but I managed to get it all on. It was a squeeze. But yeah, it just means that the sleeves are going to have a seam down them where there usually isn't one, but it's not the end of the world. Right, I've got everything prepped. I decided to serge everything because I looked on the inside of these and they have been serged. It did occur to me at first thinking, why do you need to serge this fabric, because it doesn't fray? But then when I cut it and saw how much it sheds, I can see why people would serge it, just to lock in that edge and stop it from shedding anymore. I have hoovered 3 times now and I keep finding more little bits of fluff. So I imagine I'm going to be finding little bits of fluff for the next year. Anyway, the plan now is the assembly should be reasonably straightforward. I need to make the sleeves whole again, so just need to do a quick seam which will end up being along here. I'm also going to include the little mitt flappy bit in that as well, so that's all encased and that's done. Then plan of action is going to be to sew the leg sections on so that it's like as if I'd made it as like one like onesie and not in separate pieces. Then I can just stitch it down the back, do the shoulders, attach the sleeves along the top, and then stitch along the sleeve and down the side seam and down the leg, like all in one go. And I think that's going to be a lot easier. I did that with the mock-up and it ran quite smoothly. After I've done that, I'm going to worry about the little slipper booty bits and like the placket bit at the front and all that kind of nonsense. I have balanced my mic. Right, so once this is all stitched together, what I need to do then is finish off this side seam from the sleeve and then go all the way down the side seam of the onesie and down the legs, and that will complete the onesie. What I need to do after I've done that is do the little booties on the bottom, and I also need to do the hood and the placket at the front. For today, I'm just going to do these sleeves and side seams. Tomorrow I'm going to tackle the hood and stuff and all the detailing. Okay, so it is a new day. It is incredibly dark, even though it's like midday. If I turned that light off now, it'd be like pitch black in here. Maybe there's a storm coming. Anyway, plans for today. I need to do little booty bits on the feet of this. Should be reasonably simple. Last night I deconstructed the slippers, so I've got the little grippy bit there, and I kept the lining as well because that looks cosy. Just goes to show, I think they were about £2.50 from Primark, and they came apart so easily. Like, it was as if somebody had just put them together using big tacking stitches. So yeah, I think if you bought them to actually wear, they'd probably not last very long at all. Yeah, so they're going to go on the bottom along with this piece. That bit is going to get attached to the front part of the leg, and because of the angle of it, that'll kind of lay flat and then attach to the back, and then this bit gets attached to those bits. I'll go into more detail when I actually do it. Other things I need to do is the hood, and I need to attach little ears to the hood, and I need to do a tail as well. So yeah, it's mainly like detailing stuff. I need to do the zip as well. The zip shouldn't be too hard. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is make my placket, attach poppers down one side and sew it down the other, and then have it fold over so that like where the poppers are sewn on and where it's sewn on to the front of the onesie is like obscured and it's nice and flat on the front. Then I've got some black wool which I'm going to use to sew on like the zip design. Should be reasonably easy to put everything together. I can't see it taking too long. So let's get cracking. Okay, so this is the front of my leg. What I need to do is attach, I know it's black on black. This is like a little horseshoe shape, and this is going to attach like that and then to the side bit there. Right, so for the bottoms I've got this bit stitched on inside out, and this is one that I've just done where I have stitched on the cosy outlay inner layer by hand. So once these are turned right way round, the textured bit will be on the outside and this will be nice and comfy on the inside. I've stitched together the hood as well. What I've decided I'm going to do, just because it's going to be easier, is I'm going to put the eyes and the nose on and the ears with it not attached to the actual onesie. Just because thinking about trying to manipulate like an entire onesie through a sewing machine isn't going to be fun. So that's going to get done separately. Only once I've sewn the other one of these onto here, the only other thing I need to do on the onesie itself is doing the zip and the placket. And the tail, can't forget the tail. Zip is on, and I've made this little flappy bit which is going to be the fake zip. Luckily, from a project which I did recently, I had some little scraps left of some flannel. One of them ended up getting chopped off because there were some little imperfections in it and stuff, and there's just enough for the little flap and the little, I can't remember what this bit is called, the name of it has gone completely out of my head, but the tab thing for pulling down. So plan for this is to stitch it around, turn it inside out. I'm gonna do a hole in it and then just slip stitch the inside. I'm gonna stuff it a little bit as well so it's kind of plushy, and that's just going to be attached to the top of there. And then when I want to actually like use it as a functioning thing, this is going to have poppers along the inside and along there, so it'll just fasten over, unclip, zip. So plan now. On the machine I'm going to stitch around that, so that's done, and then by hand I'm going to just whip stitch this along here so it's nice and seamless and you can't see any stitches or anything on the outside. And then poppers. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. It is so cute. Seriously, I love it. Yeah, the head isn't exactly the right shape. It does look a little bit strange. But you know what? It's really comfortable, so I don't care. Two little things. I forgot to do the button on the bottom of that, but that's something that I can just add. And I forgot pockets. Can't believe I forgot pockets, but you know what? I can just seam rip the sides and add some in, so it is okay. I seriously think this is the best thing I've made. It's so ridiculous, but I love it. It's the coziest item of clothing that I own. I want to wear it all of the time. Like, it's just, look at it. I've got a face on the top of my head. Oh, I love it. I love it. I really do. I don't have a bad word to say about it. Yeah, in the reveal footage, it doesn't look the most flattering. But number one, I am wearing a top underneath it, so that adds to things. And number two, no onesie is flattering. You don't have to have something flattering all the time. Sometimes you just want to be warm and feel nice. I want to wear it everywhere, legitimately. I want to wear it everywhere. I'm hopefully, if all things go well, going to a thing next year. And although it is supposed to be historical dress, I am going to pack this. I have visions of me going down the stairs, all elegant, in a Crimson Peak style wrapper, but with this underneath. Oh, seriously. I do really, really like it. I've been wearing it non-stop since I made it. And I had to re-record this outro as well because I had lipstick all over my teeth. And I've not taken it off since. So, yeah. Okay, so I have spotted one little thing, and that's that the weight of these pull it down a little bit. But if I just make sure that it's far enough down, that should be fine. It'll balance itself out. I don't care though. I honestly don't care because it's really, really nice and really, really comfy. Like, I can be like curled up on the couch and rest my chin on this bit. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. If you have, then doing all the YouTubey things will be very much appreciated. YouTube is saying that you might enjoy this video right here next, and I will see you next time. Bye!